Hi again. Today we have an easy grammar. We will talk about using present continuous to talk about future events. اليوم راح يكون عندنا درس سهل. راح نتكلم عن استخدام المضارع المستمر present continuous للتكلم وشرح الخطط المستقبلية أو التكلم عن future. Let's start. Okay, first of all, let's compare these two sentences. Let's compare the tense that we use and let's compare the meaning. إذا خلونا نقارن بين هالجملتين بالبداية. خلونا نقارن بالزمن المستخدم بين الجملتين ونقارن المعنى الموجود. The first sentence we have the subject here, then we have is going to. So this is like usually called be going to. Could be here like is, are, depending on the subject. Then we have verb 0. Okay, in the second sentence, we have subject, then we have verb be, could be is, are, again, depending on the subject. Then we have verb plus ing. So what is the tense in the first sentence? It is the future. And what is the tense in the second sentence? Subject, verb be, verb plus ing. This is present continuous. Okay, now in terms of the meaning, now both sentences, they are talking about the future plans. So the idea here is that we can use present continuous here to talk about the future. إذا القاعدة هون سهلة وبسيطة. عم يقولوا لنا إنه فينا نستخدم الزمن المضارع المستمر للتكلم عن المستقبل. هلا ما فينا نستخدمه دائما، إنما لما يكون في عنا خطة مستقبلية أو لما يكون في عنا arrangement أو ترتيبات موجودة، إذا هون فينا نستخدم ال present continuous للتكلم عن the future. طيب فينا نستخدم going to plus verb 0. أكيد فينا نستخدم معنا أي فروقات بين هالجملتين. Now let's practice making questions and negatives with both the future and present continuous. Now, the first sentence, of course, it is the positive one here. He is going to play basketball this weekend. How can we make it negative? Simply by just adding not here after is, so it becomes isn't or is not, you can say. So he isn't going to play basketball this weekend. Please note that if we change the subject here, for example, if it becomes like you, so of course we use you are not going. So we can use is for he, she, it, are for you, they, we. Of course we use am with I. Now let's move to the questions. How can we make questions? We learned it before. We make the switch between the helper, which is here, and the subject. So the helper will become at the beginning. So is he going to play basketball this weekend? The answer, yes he is, no he isn't. Now for WH question here, simply the same thing, just like add WH word at the beginning. But notice we have the switch here. The helper first, then the subject. So what is he going to do this weekend? The answer, he is going to play basketball this weekend. Now for the present continuous here, the positive sentence that we have, we are traveling to London next week. Okay, how can we make it negative? Very simple, just add not after the helper. So we aren't traveling to London next weekend. How can you make question? Make the switch. So it becomes, are we traveling to London next week? Okay, now this yes, no question. The answer, yes, we are, no, we aren't. Now, WH questions, the same, the previous question, just add WH word at the beginning. And one more time, notice that we have the helper first, then the subject. So, where are we traveling next week? Now, let's solve this exercise about the skill that we learned. Here we have 4 situations and we have 4 pictures. First, we need to match the situation and the picture. Then we will write sentences about these pictures. Of course, we will use the present continuous. إذا بدنا نوصل بين هالحالات هاي الأربع مع الصور ومن ثم نقوم بكتابة جمل باستخدام the present continuous للتعبير عن هذه الصور. So let's stop the video for a minute and let's try it. Okay, for the matching, number 1, play football, this picture C. Stay home, watch TV, that will be picture B. Go cinema, that D. And have meeting A. Now, for the sentences, maybe they will be different depending on what subject you will use. We'll have different subject right now. For example, number A, we can say, if we are as a group, you are talking that number 1, we can say, we are having a meeting next week. اوكي، وهون برجع بذكر باستخدام ال present continuous للمستقبل لما يكون في عنا خطة، في يكون عنا ترتيبات. بهالشرط هذا فينا نستخدم ال present continuous to talk about the future. Number 2, okay, also we can say we are staying home, or we are watching TV this evening, doesn't matter, this evening. Okay, number 3, he or John or Ahmed, whatever. So he is playing football on Saturday, sorry. Okay, and finally, number 4, we are going to the cinema here. Picture D, we are going to the cinema next weekend. Okay, now let's move to the following exercise, also about present continuous and be going to talk about the future. Here we will use either present continuous or be going to fill the blanks here, the spaces. Now remember, sometimes we use them interchangeably. يعني ممكن نحن نستخدم أحيانا present continuous تكون صحيح وأحيانا ممكن نستخدم going to أيضا تكون صحيحة. لكن خلونا نجرب بهذا التمرين. So, okay, for the answers of this exercise, first of all, this is a question, so we can say what, and the subject is you, so what are you doing tonight? Okay, so here the answer will be the verb go. I'm going to John's house party. اوكي هون بس بحب ننبه انه هاي I'm going هون استخدمنا ال present continuous. فينا نقول I'm going to go to John's house party، ما بتفرق حقيقة، بس افضل ممكن او اقصر I'm going to John's house party. Okay, number 3, really? Okay, so here also positive sentence, we are going to be, this is B, to be there too. Now here we have a question. Great, and the subject is you, so are you taking any food or drink? Okay, number 5, yes, we are bringing some food, but we are not bringing drink. Aren't bringing a drink. إذا البعض عم يتساءل إنه هل فينا نستخدم ال going to, we are going to bring، ما في عنا أي مشكلة. Yes, we can do it. يعني فينا نستخدم. Okay, what type of music is he going to have? This is the question here. Is he going to have? The answer, he has got a DJ and he is playing dance music. He is playing or going to play dance music. Okay, it sounds great. How are you getting there? Or how are you going to get there? Doesn't matter. So how are you getting there? The answer, we are driving. Do you want a lift? So we are driving. And that will be the solution to this exercise. Okay, friends, this is it for today. I hope that you found it easy and useful, and I will meet you in the next lesson. Take care.